Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic, and today we're back with another Microsoft Flight Simulator video, and in this one we're going to be taking a look at this Vertigo, a turboprop racer by God Gravel. He's already put out some amazing aircraft in the past, and this is just another one to the list. As always, I will have a link in my description down below if you want to check this out, and if you enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, it helps me out a lot. It also lets me know you guys enjoying the content, and as you can see, we are here in Lukla. Good old Lukla. And looks like... oh, did he actually land here? Good job, dude. Good job. Well, this is fast. This aircraft holds the record-breaking 380 knots top speed, and it can go vertical right after takeoff. It comes with a 850 horsepower engine, so it's very, very strong, very fast. It's got this 6-bladed prop you can see here, a 31,000 feet service ceiling, and it is based on the VL3, so as you might recognize, the good old VL3. I have not tested this yet, but allegedly 1200 nautical miles range at 320 knots. And good old Lukla. This area around the airport is simply breathtaking. So every time I just want to chill for a bit, this is my go-to, either here or somewhere around Alaska. So, let's go take a look on the inside. It's the good old VO3 inside. Looking really good. Vertical. This handles really, really well. As usual, we will be taking off shortly. I'm gonna fly for a bit. I just want to show the way this aircraft handles. And let's turn this on. Right here we have the fuel selector. We have left, right, closed, and this is both tanks. This is how I fly both tanks. And then strobe light. Here you have your flaps. And I'm gonna go over the systems after we start the engine. So let's go start. And fuel pump. As soon as we're close to 20, we're gonna, there we go, 20. Turbine ignition, there we have it. 50, it's off. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Everything you're gonna need is pretty much right here. We don't really have anything on the side or up top. And if you're flying this, sorry about that, if you're flying this with acrobatics in mind, as you can see, you have a really nice view. You can just look up. If you're upside down, you can just look up. Hey, hello. Hope you have a nice flight. Okay, so back here, we can have the full screen for this. Let me just adjust the barrel, there we go. Split, I like having it full since we have the map here. And you can move the map, just click and drag. Just click and drag. Plus, minus. Pretty straightforward. This will basically center on your airplane again. We also have like nearest, direct to. This is the menu. So you can have map, active flight plan, procedures, setup. Let's have a look at setup. You have like display, which is basically the brightness. Main menu. If you want to go back, main menu. Or you can just press back here. Funny enough, you can also split this for some reason. But let's keep just the map. Back here we have the com radius. Up here the CDI source, VOR1, VOR2, FMS, the bearing pointers. Here we have more options, synthetic vision, wind vector. Okay, back up here we have the COM and the standby. So if you click here, you're basically gonna switch between them. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. This will move this should standby, and if we click, it's just gonna switch between them. So if you go back here, and let's say you don't want to move whatever frequency you're gonna input to the standby, you wanna get it to the active. You can do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna go transfer. Straight there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very straightforward. Okay, let's announce taxi to the runway. Runway 06. Announce taxi.
Victor November Lima Kilo traffic. Gravel is taxiing to runway.
Let's give it
06.
just a little bit of throttle. And as you can see, we're moving pretty fast. And I just gave it a little bit of throttle. Just a little bit of throttle. I want to approach the back here. We can see the Lukla airport up there. And I want to move back because since you have a 850 horsepower engine on this aircraft, you can do some super short takeoffs. So flaps 1, landing light should be on, and takeoff straight out.
Victor November Lima Kilo traffic. Gravel taking off runway 06.
Everything is looking good. Fuel selection on both. Fuel pump, landing light, strobe light. I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna retract the landing gear, flaps up, and then we're gonna go vertical just after takeoff. So landing gear up, flaps up. Look at this. We do have a little bit of over torque, but I really want to show you guys this. Look at this. And we're still going. 18 knots, and that's enough for us to keep going. And about having this much view, you look back, all the mountains there. Okay, let's move up again. And just hang on tight a little bit longer, engine. There we go. Now I'm gonna move throttle back to idle. And this is a super fun aircraft. As you can see, flaps up, landing gear up. Let's give it some throttle. I just want to show how fast this goes. And once you approach overspeed territory, you can hear the structure on the aircraft. You actually know you're doing something you should not be doing when you're... See? You can actually hear the structure basically struggling with whatever it is you're doing. My throttle is not even halfway there. It kind of looks like it's halfway there, but on my actual joystick, it's not even 50%. Now look at the speed. I'm gonna pull my joystick all the way to the left. This way you guys can kind of see how fast this turns. I'm just gonna head this way first. Clear this mountain. There we go. Let's level the wings. Okay, I'm gonna pull my joystick all the way to the left. This is how fast this turns. Now I'm gonna pull my joystick all the way to the right. Not too fast, but still. Now I'm gonna pull my joystick all the way back. As you can see, it's very, very capable. It's very sturdy. It's not that easy to overstress this. I really had to try, just so I could manage to overstress this. When I'm testing an aircraft like this, where I actually look at it and I'm like, I'm gonna have fun flying this up and down, actually testing my limits. Speaking of limits, I would really like an instrument somewhere in the cockpit where I could actually see how many G's I'm pulling. But yeah, every time I'm testing one of these, I like to know what's my limit. So I basically start flying and actually trying to stress it. And I really had to try hard. So that's good, that's a plus. There we go, nice and easy. It's very smooth to fly this. And since it's such a light aircraft, it's so small, you can literally land on nearly any runway. If you're full flaps and you're approaching, you're gonna have a pretty low speed. Even Lukla, you don't really have to land on the start of the runway if it's like a dry runway, a good runway. And you're still gonna stop in time. I know it's not good practice to use some of the runway to slow down, but this is so small that if you want to do that, you can. The ground handling is pretty good, as you could see as I was moving into the runway. It's not too exaggerated. It's pretty good, and Lukla should be just to our right, maybe? I think it's there, isn't it? Yep. Just making sure it's there. And since this is such a fun aircraft, if you're too fast, you can just do some kind of maneuver so you can burn some speed. Ooh, wind. A little bit windy. This twitching is the wind. For some reason. And it is a beautiful day here in this area. But what I mean by maneuver... Don't try this at home, please. Here we have the Lukla runway. No flaps, no landing gear yet, but just give it some throttle. Flaps down, landing gear down. And now you just control your descent into the runway. It's gonna be a steep approach, but this aircraft can definitely handle this. And this guy just crashed, I think? Oh yeah, he crashed. little bit windy, a little bit windy. There we go. That was a smooth landing, really smooth. Very happy with that. A little bit of brakes. There we go. Landing light comes off. Flaps up. As you can see, it's super capable. You can take off from anywhere, you can land anywhere. And you can have a lot of fun. Visibility is great. Handling is great. The ground handling, as you can see here, is really good. Let's go and park and brake. And let's have another look at it. Look at the sound. Pratt and Whitney PT6A 850 horsepower. 850 horsepower, that's a lot. This is the Vertigo. As always, I will have a link in my description down below if you want to download this. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, it helps me out a lot. It also lets me know you guys are enjoying the content, and wherever you are, I hope you stay safe, fly safe, bye bye.